ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम सदाशिवसमारंभां शंकराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। गुकारस्वन्धकारो वैरुकारस्तन्निवर्तकः अन्धकारनिरोधित्वात् गुरुरित्यभिधीयते। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः विषेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्ठनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नमो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो नमः। ओम नमो नमः श्री गौडपाद श्री शंकर भगवत्पाद सुरेश्वराचार्येभ्यः नमो गुरुभ्यः। प्रज्ञानां सुप्रतानैः स्थिरचर निकर व्यापिभिर्व्याप्य लोकान् भुक्त्वा भोगान् स्तविष्टान् पुनरपि दिशनोद्भासितान् कामजन्यान् पीत्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् स्वपिति मधुरभुङ् मायया भोजयन्नो माया सङ्ख्यातुरीयं परममृतमजं ब्रह्म यत्तन्नतोऽस्मि। द्वैतस्याग्रहणं तुल्यम् उभयोः प्राज्ञतुर्ययोः बीजनिद्रायुतः प्राज्ञः साचतुर्येण विद्यते। स्वप्ननिद्रायुतावाद्यौ प्राज्ञस्तु अस्वप्ननिद्रया न निद्रां नैव च स्वप्नं तुर्ये पश्यन्ति निश्चिताः। अन्यथा गृह्णतः स्वप्नः निद्रा तत्त्वमजानतः विपर्यासे तयोः क्षीणे तुरीयं पदमश्नुते। अनादिमायया सुप्तः यदा जीवः प्रबुध्यते अजमनिद्रमस्वप्नम् अद्वैतं बुध्यते तदा। प्रपञ्चो यदि विद्येत निवर्तेत न संशयः मायामात्रमिदं द्वैतम् अद्वैतं परमार्थतः। नात्मानं न परं चैव न सत्यं नापि च अनृतं प्राज्ञः किञ्चन संवेत्ति तुर्यं तत्सर्वदृक्सदा। द्वैतस्य ग्रहणं तुल्यम् उभयोः प्राज्ञतुर्ययोः बीजनिद्रायुतः प्राज्ञः साचतुर्येण विद्यते। Karikakara is expounding the four states of experience, the four categories of experience as classified. Swayamatma Chatushpad. There are four parts, four quarters. So I am saying four states of experience, but we have seen the fourth one is actually not a state of experience. It is content of the other three states of experience. The closest to the fourth quarter, which is Turiya, is the Prajna. If you see progressively, the Vakan is where both Avarana and Vikshepa are there. That is the Tattva Agrahanam, Anyata Agrahanam are both there. Also, there are the tangible experiences for the Indriyas. So the 5 Karmendriya, 5 Jnanendriya, all of them, all these 10 Indriyas have their corresponding counterpart object of experience tangibly available in Vacan. So that is a fully blown state, which is the Vacan. And then you have the dream where it is very similar to the Vacan. There also you listen to something, you hear something, you kind of experience a taste, you experience touch and all that. But there is no Indriya and object of Indriya, Samyoga is not there in the dream. Even though that experience is there, but it is not a full-blown state. Because there is no Indriya and Indriya, object of Indriya are not there. It is all Manovritti only. So it is slightly lesser than the full-blown vacant state experience. And then gets more subtle into your deep sleep where everything is in the seed form, Bija Bhava. So it is the first one is full-blown, the vacant. Then it is kind of similar experience but without tangible things. So it is more subtler experience. And then the further subtle is your deep sleep where everything is in the seed form, unmanifest form. And further subtle is your Turiya. So it gradually is taken. So you don't need to compare Turiya with the Vacan. It's not required. Why? Because they are so further off. So you just compare it with the deep sleep, Prajna. That is good enough because the others are progressively evolved out of the Prajna. The Vishwataijasa are further evolutions of Prajna. So you don't have to necessarily compare it with them so long as you have taken care of Turiya being juxtaposed against the deep sleep Prajna. That is why Karikakara picks up a comparison so as to make it clear how is Turiya different from Prajna, because it is very similar to the Prajna in the sense that it also doesn't have the quality of duality. It doesn't have the quality of manifold experiences, Dvaita Bhava. Prajna also doesn't have all of them. So what is the difference? So, and it is used to make you understand what is Turiya. So he said, na atmanam na param chaiva na satyam na picha anrutam prajnaha kinchana samveti turyam tat sarvadriksada. One difference between Prajna and Turiya is Prajna doesn't see anything, whereas Turiya is all the time seer. That's a big difference. Even though there is no Dvaita in both and there is no world experience in both, there is a huge difference that Prajna is non-seer, whereas Turiya is always a seer. See how beautifully juxtaposes them. That's a big difference. Na kinchana samveti. Whereas Turiyam sarvadrikku. It is all seeing. Na atmanam, na param, na satyam, na anritam, nothing is seen by Prajna. During deep sleep, as a deep sleeper experiencer, the sky, Mr. Subramanyam doesn't know that he is Subramanyam. Na atmanam pashyati. Nor does this Prajna knows anything outside of Subramanyam, other than Subramanyam. So neither aham nor idam, both are known. Neither does it know whether something is a truth, something is a non-truth, nothing. It's only a non-cognition that is there in deep sleep. Whereas this Turyam is Sarvadrik. Sarvadrik means Sarvascha Drikcha. That's how Bhashyakara says. Sarvam cha tadrikcha iti Sarvadrik. So there is no Vastu Agrahanam, nor Anyata Agrahanam. So it is all the time a seer. It is all and it is seer. In fact, sarvadrikku, sarvada, sada drikku. All the time seer is one vyutpatti, and it is all and it is the seer. So it is the drashta and drishyam. The sarvam means drishyam. All the drishya padartha is that turiya, and the drik also is that turiya. There is no difference between what is seen and the seer. The satta of the seen, what is there is only satta. Astitvam alone is there. Sanmatram is there. Everything else is vachalambanam vikaro namadheyam. It is all name and form. Ice. There is a name, there is a form that is perceived. There is ice. There is a name wall, and then there is a form wall. But the moment I analyze what is wall, we did that analysis, I think, in the earlier session. There is nothing called wall. It is all clay. Then it is all mud. Then it is all atoms. Then it is all particles. It is all energy. That energy also resolves into satta. Asti, asti alone. You can keep reducing, reducing. Finally, easiness alone is non-reducible. That easiness is there in all that you perceive. And the easiness comes from where? From yourself. Even your body is reduced to particles and objects and things, nucleus and atoms. Your mind, everything else resolves into satta alone. So there is no difference between the idam and aham. Sabhahyabhyantaro hi ajaha. He's going to quote that. What is bahyam and what is antaram are both the same. Dvaitasya agrahanam tulyam ubayoho prajnaturiyayoho बीजनिद्रायुतः प्राज्ञः साच तुर्येन विद्यते. So the one big difference he showed, that the prajna doesn't see anything, whereas turya is all seer. The second one he is giving a difference here. Even though dvaita agrahanam is there in both, but the prajna has bija nidra, because ignorance is, so the prajna is qualified by the attribute that there is the bija rupa, ignorance is there, avidya. This avidya bija bhava, which is the avarana rupa, which is in the seed form, is there. So it qualifies this prajna, whereas the turya doesn't have any such qualification. In fact, there is nothing which will define or constrain the turya. It is only prakasha, swayam prakasha. The turya is all the time light, adityavate. Bhashyakara said, right, like aditya, like the sun. It is pratibodha swarupam, bodha swarupam. Okay, so the bodha buddhyate, I am a knower, is because my swarupa, which is jnapti, and that jnapti light alone is reflecting in the buddhi. So you can say I am a knower because I have a mind, I have an intellect. So that is not Brahman, you can say, but this buddhi or manas are only vrittis, and the vritti is lighted up by Atma Prakasha. That's why it is called Chidabhasa. This jiva's state of being, consciousness, which is in the form of buddhi, manas, ahankara and all that, it is called Chidabhasa, the reflection of the chit alone, chinmatratvam, on these vrittis. Like we say, pot is an abhasa of clay. So pot is also clay, lump is also clay. The pot clay is Chidabhasa, is like Chidabhasa. Mridabhasa is your ghata. So it holds the mrit in the form of a pot. If you were to say that, right, it's similar. Your buddhi, manas, ahankara are like chidabhasa. All the experiences are in the form of vritti. That the vritti is the world experience. And the content of the vritti is sanmatram, which is chinmatram. The chit alone, chaitanya alone, the jnaptimatra swarupam is available, making the vrittis experience the world. That is how the experiences happen. So whether it is the deep sleep or the dream or the waken, all of them are in some form of vritti. Anyway, the dream and waken are vrittis, whereas nidra is a sakshi pratyaksha. You can't say it is a vritti, but you still have an experience of absence of experience. So that's why you are able to wake up and say that I slept peacefully. It was not a loss of time, but it was a sleep experience. I slept well today. Means there is an experience, not in the form of a vritti experience, but a sakshi experience. But still an imprint is there. The imprint is there, that's why there is a pratyavijna. Correct? Otherwise, how will you come back and say I slept? So all of these have some form of vritti. That's why I said some form of vritti. But then that is, where does the vritti get its jnapti, jnanam? It has to be lighted by some electricity. No, you can have a tube light, you can have bulb, you can have a fan, everything. But the electricity has to be there for all of them to function. So what is that electricity is prajnapti matram. Now the question will be, is there then a fan and tube light and all that? And the electricity may be your atma. But this upadhis like fan, tube light, bulb, all of them are their own reality. So how can that be? Because you are saying Advaitam. So how is it? He is going to answer this in a couple of verses. This is going to be taken up. Is there Advaitam? Okay. So let's come to that. So let's quickly go to that one. Now, Swapna Nidra Yutau Vadyau Prajnastu Aswapna Nidraya Nanidram Naivacha Swapnam Turye Pashyanti Nischitaha. This also, I think we saw in the last class itself. The first two, which are Vishwataijasau, Swapna Nidra Yutau, they have Swapna as well as Nidra. And we saw Bhashyakara says Nidra is Tattva Apratibodham, Swapnam is Anyata Grahanam. Okay. So Swapna is, he is now paraphrasing Swapnam for Anyata Grahanam and Nidra for Apratibodham. So Nidra is the Bijam and Swapnam is the Karyam. So Yutau Adyau Vishwataijasau. So both Swapna and Nidra are there in Vishwa and Taijasa. How can Nidra be there? Because Ajnanam is there. That is what it means. Avaranam is there. Vikshepam is also there in the Vishwa and Taijasa. But in Prajna, there is no Swapna but only Nidra. Aswapna Nidraya. Na Nidram Naivacha Swapnam Turye Pashyanti Nischita. The third category. I have said, right? Last time I said 3 categories. First category is Vishwa Taijasa, where both Swapna and Nidra are there. Second category is Prajna, where Swapna is not there, Nidra alone is there. Whereas in the case of the third category, which is Turya, neither is Nidra there, nor Swapnam is there. Therefore, it is devoid of all of that. There is no Karya Baddhatvam nor Karana Baddhatvam in the Turya. We saw this. So let's go to the next one. Anyata Grinnata Swapnaha Nidra Tattva Majanataha Viparyase Tayoho Kshine Turiyam Padam Ashnute. we quickly saw this. Again, I think we can quickly gloss over this one. It is basically saying Anyata Grinnataha Swapnaha Nidra Tattvajanat Anyata Grinnataha Swapnaha. So the paraphrase, that is the reclassification of Swapna as Anyata Grahanam is done here. And Tattvajanataha Nidra. The Agrahanam is Nidra. So Avaranam is Nidra. Vikshepaha is Swapnaha. Viparyase tayoho kshine. When the effect of them are gone, turiyam padam ashnute. So the knowledge, the effect of the swapna nidra gone, turiya is gained. Okay. Again, we can talk about gain, padam and all that here, but since there is this Advaitam Buddhyate, where Bhashyakara talks about how this jnanam takes place, we can discuss about it in that context. But this padam ashnute, padam is the, you gain something. Okay. So Bhashyakara had said, tada ubaya lakshanam bandhanam tatra apashyan turiye nischito bhavati ityartha. Padam ashnute is nischito bhavati. You gain the clarity on turiya. Till here we saw. Anadi mayaya suktaha yada jiva prabudyate ajamanidrama swapnam advaitam budyate tada anadi mayaya suktaha. Anadi. So maya. Here maya means ajnanam, avidya. And suktaha because he is sleeping, because he is a samsari. So this nidra we have seen is avarana, right? So that is why here he uses the word suktaha. Here the whole context here is sleep, dream and waken, correct? The three states. So Karikakara uses the sleeping, waking up kind of things in telling a tattvam here. Anadi mayaya suptaha. So he uses, because the context, no, here you can't talk, see, because we are talking about three states, there are many ways of telling, right? You can always say Swayam Jyotihi, Drik Drishyam, everything, right? Anything he could have said here. But because the context is three states, the same Paramartha Tattvam, this Jnanam and all, he is using the context of sleeping and waking to say that. So he says, Anadi Mayaya Suptaha Jivaha. Mayaya Suptaha. How can somebody Mayaya Suptaha? Through Maya, somebody is sleeping. So how does sleeping happen? By you become tired and the tamas comes and takes over, correct? That is what is sleep. Tamasa is a, right? Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Tamas means it is a guna which embraces you with inactivity. Like Sattva guna is makes you more equally with the equilibrium, with a poise. You are peaceful, but at the same time active. That is Sadviga, Sattva guna. Then your Rajoguna. Rajoguna has, it's also active, but it is not very peacefully active. It is like agitationally active, right? That is Rajasattvam, like energetic vigor. Somebody who is like out to achieve. A sportsman is a Rajas, right? Whereas a teacher is a Sattviga. I mean, on that state I'm talking about. When somebody is sitting and teaching, the state of the mind is Sattva. Whereas when somebody is like, is going to play a football, that is Rajasa. Right? That's how it's like some way to envision it. Now, when somebody has had enough food and then just sitting, is not mentally very active, nor is he like agitated. That is Tamasa. Okay, it's like you are being engulfed. So the Tamasa eva sukta. Generally, sleep means the tamas is overpowering you. Then you are sleeping. So suptaha is tamasa suptaha always, right? When we are sleeping means tiredness, the tamas has engulfed us. So here also Karikagara uses anadi mayaya suptaha. This maya, because this suptaha is not one day sleep. He's talking about a jiva eternally sleeping. Sleeping means not awake to this tattva, jnana. That he is engulfed in dvaitam. Yanisha sarvabhutanam tasyam jagrati sanyami yasyam jagrati bhutani sanisha pashyato munehe. In Bhagavad Gita, darkness is there on things where for the jnanis there is darkness in things which are bright for ajnanis. Yanisha sarvabhutana. All beings, the ajnanis, where they are indulging in the same thing, a jnani sees darkness. In the sense, he is not awake to those. Basically, in the Dvaita Bhava, a jnani is not awake to. In Advaita, where jnani is awake, the others are sleeping. That's what Bhagavan says. In Tamil also we have that Kallakanda Nayakanu. Nayakanda Kallakanu we say, right? In a stone sculpture, you see it as a stone, you don't see the form. If you see the form, you don't see the stone. Like that, if you see Advaita, you can't see Dvaita. So you are sleeping. That is what is the word sleeping. So here also Suptaha is, so I gave that example of Bhagavad Gita and all that because there also Nisha, darkness, is used. That is out of this only. This Karika Anadi Mayaya Suptaha. Like the tamas makes you sleep every day, this Maya is making you sleep. This avidya or ajnanam is making the jiva sleep with reference to the Advaita Bhava. Yada prabudhyate, when that jiva wakes up, means wakes up to Advaita. He was sleeping in Dvaita. Mayaya suptaha prabudhyate. How prabodha happens, Vashyakara is going to talk about it. But yada prabudhyate, when you can't see, unlike the regular sleep you are sleeping and your own system wakes you up, you wake up. Here you don't wake up by yourself. It's not possible. So you need Shastra, Guru and all that. So this prabudhyate is, Suprabhadam is done by somebody. Kausalya, Supraja, Rama, Purva, Sandhya, Pravartate, Uttishta, Narasardhula. So may you wake up. Like that, some guru has to come and wake you up. And through Shastra Vakya only. Vedanta Tattva Abhignana. Vedantartha Tattva Abhignana Paramakarunikena Guruna. Is how Bhashyakara is qualifying this guru. Because this guru also doesn't need to wake you up. Because for him, there is no Jagat. Because he's a jnani. So he doesn't even see you sleeping. In fact, he doesn't see an entity like you. It is all like something's going on in Maya, right? Non-existent things. So as such, there is no tatparya in somebody, some jiva sleeping and all that. Only from this ajnani, all this is there. So from the guru perspective, there is no duality or somebody sleeping, all that. So there is no need to come and wake you up. For what? No suffering, no Dvaita Bhava, nothing. But still, by taking a position, taking a stand, sometime I was also an ajnani, right? This Upadhi also had ajnanitvam. Somehow you have to say that I was ajnani again is a superimposed statement. So that is a karuna only. Parama karunikena. Ascharyavat pashyati kaschite. Ascharyavatchayenam anyashrunoti. So why should somebody teach? Only because of some karuna. Parama karunikena guruna. That's why Bhashyakara says. That's the karuna. Otherwise, why? See, how can you generalize saying that all gurus only teach because of karuna? Because you can generalize, because if he is a jnani or she is a jnani, that person cannot see dvaitam, cannot see a problem, cannot see as in cannot see the problem as a valid problem. The validity has to be assumed just as a karuna only. That's why it is karunikena guruna. So prabudhyate, this person wakes up to this knowledge. Yada prabudhyate, then what happens? Ajam anidramaswapnam advaitam turiyam, basically is left unsaid. Advaitam buddhyate. Turiyam is recognized. What kind of turiyam? Ajam, unborn. Then what is this anadimaya, jivaha and all that? That's why ajam. Anadi is ajam. But then this jiva keeps getting birth again and again, right? But Swarupataha, it's never born. Anidram, nor it is sleeping. Aswapnam, nor it is awake or dreaming. Or you can say anidra means without avarana, that which does not have avarana. Aswapnam, that which does not have anyada grahana, vikshepa. That which is advaitam, non-dual, as in the case of turiyam. That is buddhyate, is known. Yaha ayam samsari jivaha. Samsari jivaha. Tikagara Anandagiri says jiva sabda vachyartam nirdishati. The samsari is vachyartha for jiva sabda. Jiva means samsari. This asamsari paramatma is in the form of samsari as a jiva. Paramatma eva jiva bhava mapannaha samsari. Tasya katam jiva bhavapattihi iti ashanka karyakarana baddhatvat ityaha saha iti. Saha ubhayalakshanena tattva pratibodha rupena bijatmana anyadagrahana lakshanena cha anadigala pravrittena maya lakshanena swapena mama ayam pita putraha ayam napta ayam kshetram griham pashavaha ahamesham swami sukhi dukhi kshayitoham anena varditascha anena ityevam prakarat swapnan sthanadvaye api pashyan suptaha. So Bhashyakara is explaining suptaha. Why are you saying this jiva, which is a samsari, is sleeping? The sleep is, what does sleep signify? Sleep signifies lack of awareness to what exists, correct? Assuming the waken is the reality. Let's take that. Suppose waken state, the world is the reality. Then sleep is what? You being away from the reality, you being covered by darkness, which makes you not recognize anything which is there as the world. That is what is sleep. Correct? When I say I am sleeping means I am not experiencing this existing world. I'm just saying, defining sleep in a worldly parlance. Now, don't get into Vedanta here saying world also is non-dual and all. That is not the point. I'm just trying to define, just to understand, because the Suptaha is going to explain Suptaha as Anyata Grahanam. The Dvaita Bhavam is going to say is sleep. So you can say Dvaita Bhavam is like sleep only when you understand sleep as something which keeps you away from what is there. It is covering you with a darkness that makes you are there, but you are covered by darkness, which makes you not perceive the world. Here also, this fellow, what happens to this jiva? Ubhaya lakshanena, these two things which are there. What are the two things? Tattva apratibodha rupena bijatmana. One is the karanabadhatvam, correct? The karanabadhatvam, which is nidra, bijatma nidra, which is tattva apratibodha rupam, not recognizing the non-duality. The Brahma Vastu, even in the waken or in the dream or in the sleep, all that is here is that Satta. We just saw Sat, that Brahman, which is there. Nothing other than that Brahman is there. That is a reality. But you are not awake to that because you are a samsari. When did you become a samsari? Anadi Mayaya Suptaha. You are always a samsari. Who is always this jiva is a samsari, and because there is a apratibodha, not knowing everything is Brahman. But then it is not only not knowing everything is Brahman, but unlike in the deep sleep, here there is also anyata grahana lakshana, anadigala pravittena, maya lakshanena, swapena. The swapna, which is in the form of maya, which has been always there and gives you a duality experience. That is anyata grahana. What is non-dual is seen as a dual, division, the manifold world. I am different from this, I am different from that, this is mine, this is not mine. That is what is duality. Bhashyakara gives some upalakshanas. Mama ayam pita. This is me, and this is my father, this is my mother, this is my brother, everything putraha ayam. This is my son, this is my daughter, this is my granddaughter, this is my nephew, this is my niece, everything. They are upalakshanam only, right? So I am linked to this, I am different from all these people. Napta, grandson, putra, pautra, naptra, whatever. Kshetram, this is my house, my land, my place. This is not my place. This is my neighbor's house. Griham, this is my neighbor's land, this is my neighbor's house, this is my house, this is my land, this is my field. Pashavaha, this is my cow, this is my pet. This is the cat, this is neighbor's cat. This is my bike. You can add all that, right? This is my bike, this is my cell phone, this is my chain, this is my this, that, whatever. And this is not mine. This is my neighbor's car. Aham esham swami. I am the Lord for all these things. I oversee these things, right? This is my project. This is my project team. This is my boss. All that also. We have to add. Sukhi, I am happy, I am agitated, I am unhappy, I am excited, I am elated, all these emotions. I am down, I am sad. Kshayitoham, I have lost because I have invested money in the stock and it has diminished. Aham anena vardhitaha. I have grown in the last week because my bank account has grown by 10%. Anena varditahaham, anena kshayitahaham. Evam prakaran swapnan sthanadvaye api pasya. All this is what? They're not you. These all belong to these incidental, what you associate with this particular identity, which is your Mr. Subramaniam status. This Mr. Subramanian has this body, this mind, this status, that this father, this mother, this, that, blah, 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 blah. And that is all associated with this incidental thing, which is this body, which was there. You witnessed this body coming, you witnessed the growth of this body, you witnessed the growth of this mind, you witnessed the gain of this knowledge, you witnessed all these things forming, you witnessed money coming to you, you witnessed the houses you are buying, you witnessed the car that you sold. All that is witnessed as a sakshi that you are lighting up. But the relationships are for this body. You have a special attachment to this body because you only know this as my body. You don't take somebody else's body as your body. So there is some relation to it, but then it is not you. It is known to you. Because when you have to say you, this body has to say I. But this body is seen as this. This Subramaniam status also is seen as this. It is not seen as I. So all this is this cognition only. So it is all not you, but you take as I. I have grown. I have become fat. I have become lean. I have lost weight. I am agitated. I am happy. I am unhappy. All this I is everywhere. This I is there. I have an identity with my community. I have my identity with my family. I have my identity with my body. I have my identity with my country. I have the identity with my class of people. I have the identity with my profession. I have my so this, I am a software engineer. I am a doctor. I am a lawyer. This is mine. So many identities. I am an Indian. I am like this kind of, I am a Tamilian, I am a Bengali, I am whatever. And then each one of them have their own associated set of attributes, set of problems, set of goodness, whatever it is, right? All this is identity, and everything keeps changing. In the sense, everything has something positive going, something negative going. All the time, my mind is there in each one of them. Sometimes my Tamil pride is hurt, sometimes my Tamil pride has boosted, sometimes my Indian pride is hurt, sometimes my Indian pride is boosted, sometimes my human pride is hurt. Whatever. There are things, there will be always something going on, but I identify with all of them in some way or the other. And then there is problem. And then you are just toiled all the time in your life. Because one identity or other keeps coming up. When you watch the TV, you are every half an hour, one particular identity is what is making you. So why are we watching? Even a TV serial makes somebody cry because you identify with that emotion, right? Because you are also seeing yourself in that shoes. Again, that's an identity. It's what is all samsara. That is being going on forever. Anadi mayaya suptaha. And one day that it stops, and then you go and take another body. That's it. Again, it continues. Same thing continues in different form. So you are like all the time kicked around. Like a football which goes here and there, from one leg to another leg, it just gets carried and then just get kicked all the time until another new ball is taken and this is kept outside. That is Anadi Mayaya Suptaha. Now, how does this Maya Swapi wakes up? Bhashyakara Yada Vedantartha Tattva Abhijnena Paramakarunikena Guruna. One guru comes. Like this Dasamonashtaha example, beautifully Bhashyakara gives in Taittiriya Upanishad. This Paramartha Guru's students, 10 of them, who are like stupid fellows, again stupid because just a story, then why are you saying stupid and all, don't ask. Okay, not to make a judgment about people, but just to get the story, the context. So they swim across Ganges. They have been instructed by Paramartha Guru that always keep a tab that all 10 of you are there whenever you get through any difficult portion of your travel. So after swimming to the other side, all 10 of them sit around in a circle And then they want to count to make sure all 10 of them are there. He counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 10th guy is not there. Then second guy says, no, you are not counting properly. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 10th guy is not there. Everybody counts, 10th guy is not there. Dasamo nashtaha. 10th guy is lost. They are all crying one after the other. What is this? 10th guy is not there, not there. We lost him in the Ganges. He got swept away. Now somebody comes that side. Paramakarnikaha Guruhu. He sees what is the problem, he asks. 10th guy is lost. He was drowned, one guy says. Then this fellow sees 10 people there. Then he asks, how did you count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. See, not 10th guy is not there. So the Guru, this person, this Paramakarnika, if he was not a Karnika, what will he do? There is 10 people, man. These fellows are stupid fellows. They are not counting properly. They are leaving out themselves. That's why only 9. So there is no real problem here. So I have no reason to save these fellows. There's nothing to save. It's a waste of time. Let me happily walk my way. He could have gone, right? There's no problem. You can't say he's a cruel fellow, right? Because there's no problem. He doesn't have to solve. But he is seeing whether there is a true problem or not. These fellows are crying. The problem is not the 10th guy getting drowned or not. The problem is that these people see that the 10th guy is lost and they are unhappy. They are crying. They are sad. So if you have to help them come out of sadness, you have to remove their stupidity, which is nothing but the ignorance. That ignorance has to be removed. And to remove that ignorance, you have to give them knowledge. But if you just say, hey, 10th guy is here only, there is no loss of 10th guy, just say and walk away, it doesn't help, because those people can't see that where is the 10th guy. They will again be worried only. So he has to use a prakriya. Tell, okay, count like this. Put your hand on this guy. 1, 2, 7, 8, 9. Now take this finger, keep it on himself, and then say 10, right? Now see, 10th guy is gained. That is called prakriya. To show that Siddha Vastu Atma is gained already. That is what Bhashyakara here says, Vedantartha Tattva Vijnana. The one who understands, who knows this Vedantartha, which is Atma Swarupa Jnanam, and not only he knows how to teach, because he has learnt it through the Sampradaya. And not only he knows to teach, but he has the empathy to teach. Paramakarunikeena Guruna, he can assume the stature or status of a guru as a teacher. Then what does the teacher teach? Nasi evam tvam. You are not like this. Like what? That samsari, hetupalatmakaha. All the time getting kicked around is not what you are. That is this body, this mind, these incidental things. They just get guna guneshu vartante. Iti matva nasajjade. Hetu balatmakaha nasi evam. You are not this way. But kintu tattvamasi. But what you are seeking, that you are. You are seeking freedom. You are that freedom. You are seeking Ishvara. You are that Ishvara. You are seeking infiniteness. You are that infinite. You are seeking the solution. You are the solution. You are seeking the 10th man. You are the 10th man. You are seeking Advaitam. You are the Advayam Brahma. There is nothing other than you. You are the Sat. You are the Chit. You are Ananta Swarupam. There is nothing other than you. Tad Brahma Tvamasi iti Pratibodhyamanaha. Once taught this way in a proper structured fashion with Prakriya, when the knowledge is unfolded to you and you are available to that knowledge, you are qualified by Samadhi, Satka Sampatti and all that. What is that called? That Chatur, the fourfold qualification.
Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatti.
Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatti. Yeah. The Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatti. So you are qualified by that Sampat, the wealth of the Sadhana Sampatti. Then you are available, you are exposing to that knowledge. And the Ishvara grace is there, Anugraha is there. Then Pratibudhyate. The person becomes free. Katam na asminne Bhahyam abhyantaram va janmadi bhava vikarosti. So the second line he explains. Ajam anidram aswapnam advaitam buddhyate tada. Buddhyate. What is buddhyate advaitam? Bhashyakara there he says turiyam atmanam. So context, always you have to tell this in the context of this particular Upanishad. Advaitam is told by the word turiyam. I already said in one class. Every Upanishad uses a different word for the same Brahma. Everywhere it doesn't use Brahma. Here the word used is Turiyam. So because it uses Turiyam, this Advaitam also, Bhashyakara immediately says Turiyam Atmanam. Buddhyate. This Turiya is gained. What kind of Turiya? So he says, Na asmin Bhahyabhyantaram va Janmadi Bhava Vikaraha asti. The Bhahyatvam, Antaratvam, Abhyantaratvam are not there, are both Brahma. Karana Bhava, Karya. Tikagara here says, Bhakya Abhyantara is Karya Karana, Sabhakya. Avataritam Viseshanam Sapramanam Yojayati Sabhakyaha. Before that he says, Asminiti Saptamya Bhakyam Karyam Antaram Karanam Tacha Ubayamiha Nasti. So what is inside is what in a pot clay. Outside is pot in a way, right? So this outside and inside are both same clay only. But one is Karya, the other is Karana. Karana pervades Karya means Karana is Bhahyam, Karya is Bhahyam, Karana is Abhyantaram. But both are same here. Both are Sanmatram. Therefore he Ajaha. Na asminne Bhahyam Abhyantaram va Janmadi Bhava Vikarosti. There is no Bhava. Na Ajaha means what? Shadbhava Vikara is not there. Asti Jayate, Vardhate, Viparinamate, Apakshiyate, Vinashyati. The six fold changes. See, change can happen only when Avayava is there. Guna is there. For a Nirguna Vastu, take Akasha. Where is Asti Jayate, Vardhate? What? How do you say Akasha Vardhate means what? How can Akasha Vardhate? Space dimensionality can't grow. Like that, here it is Nirgunam, Nirvisesham. So Bhava Vikara is not possible. Even to say that, you have to say how it is now, so that you can say it is bigger than this. Vardhate means it has, you should say it is this shape, this size, so that it has become bigger. But there is no attribute. First of all, it's not even known in this cognition. So there is no dimensionality or anything for it. So Asti Jayate Vardhate and all is inapplicable. Janmadi Bhava Vikaraha Nasti. So Ajam. There is not birth. There is no birth. Birth means there should be prior non-existence, Purva Bhava, Praga Bhava. So the Praga Bhava should have been there for you to say that it is born. And this Prag means what? Before a particular point in time, it was non-existent. Hey, time itself exists on it. Forget from which point it started to come in. Time came on it. So it can't come in time. Space is in it. So the question of birth doesn't come. Ataha ajam. Sarva bhava vikara varjitam. Ityartaha. Yasmat janmadi karana bhutam. Na asmin avidya tamo bijam nidram vidyate iti anidram. Janmadi karana bhutam. Na asmin avidya tamo bijam nidram vidyate iti anidram. Anidram hi tat turiyam. Ataha eva aswapnam. Tam nimittatvat anyata grahanasya. So Karikakara uses this. He is basically summarizing what is Turiya. He has already said this. In Turiya, there is no Nidra or Swapna. He has said that, right? That is the difference between Turiya and Prajna. To say that, he said there is no Nidra nor Swapna in Turiya. So here also he uses the same, summarizes it, saying Anidram Aswapnam. There is no Avarana nature there, nor Vikshepa nature. There is no Agrahanam nor Anyata Agrahanam. There is no Janmadi Vikara. So it is Aja, it is Aswapna, it is Anidram. Tamo Bijam na Vidyate, his Bhashikara says. Avidya Tamo Bijam. The seed itself is not there. Seed is there in the Prakriti only, in the Maya only. In fact, this if you see the first line of Bhashya, right? Yoyam samsari jivaha saha ubhayalakshanena tattva apratibodha rupena bijatmana anyadagrahana lakshanena anadigala pravrittena maya lakshanena swapena. So Bhashyakara says this pratibodha, tattva apratibodham is the seed. That is, avaranam is the seed in the seed form. Anyata grahanam, which is vikshepa, is the maya lakshana, which is the swapa. Now for that, Tikakara says, actually he clarifies, ubhayatra maya lakshanena iti ubhayatra sambadhyate. The seed also has to be taken as part of maya only. Apratibodha, anyata grahanam, both are maya lakshanam only. Avarana vikshepa is both considered as Maya's nature. Maya is said to have twofold things, which is Avarana and Vikshepa. It covers it and it shows us differently. Like in the rope, there is ignorance of that fact that it is a rope, and there is Anyata Grahanam to take it as a snake and stick and all that. Both are together in the same ignorance. It's not one ignorance comes and covers it, another ignorance is showing you differently. No, they are both qualities of the same Maya. Therefore, here also, that's why towards the end also, Anidram, Tamo Bijam, Nidram, Navidyate, Anidram, Ataha eva Aswapnam. See, here he links it. Bhashyakara, though earlier it gave an impression that Bijam is a separate thing and Maya is for Anyata Grahanam. But here he is linking them. He says, Nidra Navidyate iti Anidram, Ataha eva Aswapnam. So he is giving Hetumat Bhava to Turiyam and this Anyata Grahanam. Tannimittatvad Anyata Grahanasya. Yasmat cha Nidram Aswapnam Tasmat Ajam Advaitam Turiyam Atmanam Buddhyate Tada. Therefore, neither does it have Avarana nor Vikshepa. There is no agrahanam, no anyata agrahanam. If there is no anyata agrahanam, that means there is Advaitam only. Anyata agrahanam is of what? Of the Brahma Vastu, the Advitiya Vastu. So Advitiyatvam is gained because anyata agrahanam is gone. Agrahanam also is gone. That means knowledge has come. So the knowledge has dawned. With the dawn of knowledge, Turiyamatmanam buddhyate. The Turiya Atma is gained because one is not separate from Turiya Atma. In fact, one was never separate from. The next verse, actually, we will talk about it in the next class. He says, Prapancho yadi vidyeta nivarteta na samshayaha mayamatram idam dvaitam advaitam paramartataha. So question will come, so did it go away? Was there a world Dvaitam which goes away because of dawn of this knowledge? In the next verse, Karikakara says, there is no question of going away, because only if it was ever there, can you even talk of it going away. But it was only your own ignorance. All that goes away is only the ignorance. Nothing else goes away. Maya matramidam Dvaitam, Advaitam, Paramartataha, all the time there will be only Advaita. The question is whether you know it or not. That's all. If you know, you are free. If you don't know, you are Baddha. Atmaiva Atmano Bandhuhu, Atmaiva Ripuhu Atmanaha in Gita, Bhagavan says. When Atma is known as Brahman, it is your friend. If Atma is known as limited, Anhadi Mayaya Supta Jivaha, then your Atma only will destroy you. Destroy as in what? It will make you toil in samsara. Anadimayaya suptaha yada jivah prabudhyate ajamanidrama swapnam advaitam buddhyate tada. This verse and the next verse, prapancho yadi vidyeta nivarteta na samshayah maya matram idam dvaitam advaitam paramartataha. These two verses are crux of the teaching. The whole Vedanta is this. There is no Maya, there is no all this, right? Srishti. All that is dismissed by this verse. It is all just you think, therefore there is ignorance is there. You think there is Dvaitam, that is all. That is the only reason for teaching. There is nothing else. So Paramartataha, in fact, there is no need for teaching itself because there is no Dvaitam as such. We will see Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.